You can never get these birds to shut up, can you? Don't know why I'm saying to you guys. Sorry about that. G'day there, mates. My name is Mr. Magilla-cutti. Welcome back once again to my channel. Today, once again, we're returning to Final Fantasy 16. So, a lot has happened in the last episode. And I do mean a lot. First of all, we managed to destroy the Mothercrystal and Alpha Flame, whatever it's called. But it turns out it was hiding away some sort of like, I don't know, some rift. And someone did come out of it, but the creature was just pretty much going on instinct. Not only that, Clive seems to have fully taken control of his power. Sid sadly died, and it turns out this creature, Ultima, is after Clive. As for why, I don't know. Maybe it had to be a vessel for him. That's the impression I got. But it looks like his brother Joshua is still alive after all, and he sealed Ultima in his own body. But anyway, things got worse because the hideaway was attacked by the I can't remember their names. The Republic, that's right. And their king, or leader, attacked out of retaliation for what happened to Benedicta. Anyway, 5 years have passed, and things have gotten worse since, well, the bearers pretty much starting to hate Clive's guts. Or rather, Sid's, since the real Sid's dead. Anyway, I think I've ranted long enough, sorry about that. Let's get back to work, shall we? So, it looks like we're going over here, which is the hideaway. Among the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better future tomorrow. Okay. Whoa.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free to choose our own path, I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home.
Is that the airship? No, I don't think it is. Another fallen ruin. Home sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
No. And got a new recipe for the Black Hammer, so those two survived.
Welcome back, Sid. Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Let's get to it. Yep, still on. Just checking.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Alrighty then. Definitely gonna have to get used to this place. So take the lift here. I think they may have chosen it out here so Titan would be able to get to them, but then again, I'm pretty sure Titan can still throw meteor-sized boulders.
Sid!
Staying long this time?
Alright, so the missions over here. Clive's chambers and wall of memories. The stone, shops, blacksmith. Let's check them out first before we go do anything else.
Sid?
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Going purse weighing you down.
Alright, so pretty much nothing new here, except for these. I will have to try and buy them because I might need them. But anyway, magic charges, magic spells, and maintains the charge until cast. Increases limit break generation amount by 3% when dealing damage. And increase generation while taking damage. Okay. So some new accessories there. Some new orchestras. Oh, elixir. This is good because it fully restores all HP, but very rare. So I won't be.
Again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Mm-hmm.
I got ya. What do you want?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure we can't level up anything else, but don't need to make any more of this stuff. So 11 volt.
It'd last you a good while.
Pretty sure it will. So we needed a flame tongue. So yeah, it definitely looks like for this they're going with building up all the icon weapons. But my question is, what's this final form going to be? The ultimate weapon?
That it? Fine.
Alright, let's head to auto.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
I probably will be taking out the stone again because I did enjoy doing that fight, but I want to try and go for a run where I take no damage. Though I don't think that's going to happen, but one can try. Auto.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Just who is that? Hello, Mr. Moogle. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my furthest friend. All in good time. I think this is going to be the bounty hunter board because I've been hearing about that actually. It is again.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Especially after everything that happened. So, that's pretty much what happened over the last 5 years. The Empire still wanted to expand its grasp, so it took to the Crystorium. And with the army in the 7th day, they launched their attack on every single corner of the Twins. Again, it is a good staging point. Bloody hell. And she's right. How long will these attacks go on until, well, they start launching back and attacking everyone else in the crosshairs?
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Yeah, Titan really wastes everything. Then again, a giant behemoth of work like him, no surprise. Anyway.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Yeah, we all saw
Could
that.
Gav have thought worthy of a letter.
We all saw that that he pretty much had that mark removed, and simply burning it off wasn't an option. So, yeah, I think pretty much having cut it out was. Oh, Jill.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Thanks. The walls of memory. No. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Sid. This crystal shard transfigured with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. So we actually gain different treasures here. Okay. The reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. What are they? The Republic play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the man of the rock has been summoned to the front. It's a bit biggest brewery, I reckon. I'll see you done to where upon my return.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. Each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without Mothercrystals. To Sid.
That's Joshua. Northern territories. What's she doing?
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The gathering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
That's a good question.
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
At least we've got two doors that can lead us out to where we can buy stuff, or straight out here. Oh, never mind then, it's just a balcony. Golden coin. Okay. Out we go then. So it looks like Joshua is chasing something. Might be Ultima, but I don't know. I thought he absorbed Ultima into him. But then again, I could be wrong. What's wrong, Otto?
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Some new side quests have popped up. Looks like we only got the one down here. The state of the realm. Trying to find the thing that let's just see. I think that is the state of the realm.
And how may I assist you today? What is it that you wish to learn?
The state of the realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hardaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings on in the world. Revisit any of the Nine Tails' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit.
Here's the latest information I have.
Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that update as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through the milestones in Clive's adventures. So this is pretty much everything that has happened during then. Ah yeah, he's Chocobo. These two. So yeah, it shows all the states of everything and everyone. This reminds me a lot of Xenoblade, I will admit. Belief dead. And a mysterious stranger. Right. So here she did assassinate him. They start saying that they're dead, but I think that may have happened. I'm not sure. Alright, so I'll have a look at this another.
One must understand one's place in the world.
The situation map. Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events related to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1 and R1 to cycle through the milestones in Clive's adventure. So once again, seeing everything that was happening way back when. So they were pretty much going after Drake's breath here, on that I could see. Rosfield was going to here. flames. Holy Empire attacked us. This time. Another what happened. So yeah, pretty much detailed things of what happened if you want to get more details of the story of what happens way back when. I might do this as a later video.
Ends today's lesson.
But anyway, we've got only one side quest. Let's head downstairs and have a look at that. They really are putting a lot of stuff in here. Although I will admit there is such things as a little too much.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. And in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Alrighty then. I wonder what this other icon here is. Let's head to the world map. So we need to make our way there. Wrong button. Whoa, what the hell happened here? Great big giant hole. Yeah, it's not the holy crystal. What the flip? Unless... No, this is where our hideaway was before. She reads. We still need to head to Martha's Rest anyway, up here. But we'll take a quick pit stop here. And get what we need for our boatman. Everything's quite misty here. Sorry.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
True. the electricity pretty much jumps to all enemies.
You're finished.
I'll have to see if there's any new skill for Ramu's because yeah, I was wondering why when we would be getting Ramu's throwing his powers, but it didn't think I had to come across his life. Oh, God. Okay, we've got the pitch of wax.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Yep. Right, hand this in. We'll head to the Martha's place. After that, we'll call it an episode. Because I need to get myself some lunch. I'm hungry. I think you could have put him downstairs. Sheesh.
Finish with that open back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
I suppose it's the small things that keep us going. As it might. Increases attack by 12. Yeah, I've heard of somewhere that Final Fantasy 15 doesn't really count as a proper RPG, and I will admit, I do agree there. Feels more like a hack and slash like Devil May Cry. I mean, I know that they were trying to go for something different here, but a bit of a poor move on their part. So yeah, it looks like we might actually be getting a hold of every icon's abilities. Maybe. What's this one? Lightning Rod. Sorry, I'm just really tired for some reason. That would be one powerful ability to learn. I'm gonna try and start mixing things up soon. Anyway, let's hit the Martha's Rest.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Agreed.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
Let's get you to physical, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
That definitely doesn't sound good at all.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
That's a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Hey? What? Good to see you, Sid. The soldiers who did this are long gone, I'm afraid. We're doing what we can to treat the wounded.
Alright. I think I'll quickly do this and then we'll call it an episode because I really want to see what's happened. We better get moving then. Just ignore them.
Look. Up ahead.
Martha.
Martha. Are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
You be careful. Better get moving.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
It seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
But is it the Empire? I don't know. Whatever the case. Oh, for God's sake. Get out of the way.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Let's go look. No.
No.
Damn it all.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Let's not make it take long. Sick twist of jerk is this? I know what they represent. And these people, I wonder who set this up.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Alright, so we're going to get a bunch of answers out of that. Still, I wonder what that next symbol is. Wind gout.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
In here?
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The Cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be safe unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Susan and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Where are you? In here. We found a survivor.
Clive.
Too late.
He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. The bearers. He didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Arthur said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix jump. currents there are swift. If the abbot were still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
They're really, really getting... Just what is driving them to do this? Is it that mindset? Is the Emperor plotting something? Or is he trying to get under Clive's skin? I don't know. But that's going to have to do it for today's episode. Next episode we'll split the ashes. And after that we'll see where we go from there. So that will have to do it for me, people. Things are really taking a grim, darker turn for the worse before they do get better. But hopefully we will see a new dawn. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and show support for the channel. I will very much appreciate that. And with that being said, it's time for me to hop off. I'm going to get myself some lunch. So thank you all again, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves, and drive safely out there, people. Bye-bye. Take care, and have a good time. Have a good time.